Hello there, this is Welsh ASMR 82. Hey, how you doing? So in this video, I'm going to talk about the results that I predicted last week. Look at our group table, and you can still join if you'd like to. And then I'm going to predict matchday 2's results. And after we've done that, we're going to look at the Europa League and lastly the Conference League and do exactly the same. Apparently I had 48 points for matchday 1. That's really good for me. I'm sorry to be so shocked. Let me find the league. Hang on. Oh, that's a very bad disappointment. Apparently I'm 94th. Although it's really cool that so many of you joined the league. Thank you so much. Isaac Quayle is doing really well. In fact, I'm trying to see the same names that I recognise from last year. I think Nico joined in last year. Yeah, I'm doing so badly. Look at all of you guys doing so well. Load 50 more rows. I am down in 94th. Does that mean I'm last but one? Oh my god, that is so embarrassing. There are 100. Oh no. How many of you joined? Oh guys, this is awesome. So many of you joined. Oh, some of you didn't play. 244 of you played. You are amazing subscribers. Thank you so much. Okay, and so I'm like halfway up the league, right? Okay, let's have a look at what I did then, because I predicted some scores and I was quite happy with them at the time. I said Leipzig would beat Young Boys 2-0. They beat them 3-1, so I got 4 points. Milan Newcastle, I said 1-1 draw. It was 0-0, so I got 4 points. I said 1-1 between Shakhtar and Porto, but Porto hammered them 3-1, so only 1 point for saying Shakhtar would score. I said 2-0 for Barcelona. It was 5-0, but I got 4 points for a correct result. Oh, that's so close. I said 3-0 and it was 3-1. For a long time, well, not for a long time, but for a bit of a time, Red Star were winning, weren't they? I said 2-2, but Dortmund didn't have a very good game. It was 2-0, so I got 1 point. I said Atletico to beat Lazio, but they drew 1-1, so I only got 1 point for saying that Atletico would score. I said 2-1 for Feyenoord. Who knows what would have happened if the 2 red cards hadn't happened. But yeah, it was 2-0 after all. I said 2-0 win. They only managed to beat Union Berlin by 1 goal, so 4 points. Oh, this one, God. What a match. Oh, I know I've got loads of Turks and Danish people watching this channel. You are very vocal subscribers in the comment section. Did you enjoy this match as well? It was amazing. I said 2-1 for ages. Copenhagen were 2-0 up, and right at the end, Galatasaray scored 2 screamers. So 2-2. Only 1 point for me though. I said Benfica would beat Salzburg 2-0. Wow, and I played my booster as well. What an idiot. Salzburg beat them 2-0. There was a red card, I think, involved in that as well, but and I was so sure about that one. Salzburg did brilliantly. Benfica, it was an absolute shock, to be fair. I said Inter to win 2-1. Inter nearly lost, but just got a goal at the end, 1-1. So it was a very frantic finale to the match. 1 point. And I said Braga would lose at home 2-1, and that is the exact score. So I got 6 points for that one. I overestimated, or underestimated Arsenal, I should say. Overestimated PSV. I said 2-1, but it was 4-0. 3 points for me. And then I predicted this correctly. 6 points for 1-1 between Sevilla and Lens. And who could have predicted that match? Did any of you? 4-3 to Bayern. It was insane. End-to-end stuff. Okay, should we predict matchday 2 then? I'm just going to do it like instinctually, not spend too long thinking about it. Real Madrid, Salzburg. I think Salzburg aren't going to win again so easily as they did against Benfica. I think Sociedad were unlucky to draw. I'm going to say 2-1 to Sociedad. Berlin, Braga. both of these teams see this as a must-win game in this group. Berlin did really well in their game. Braga lost, so I'm going to be cautious and say 1-1. Into Benfica. Benfica can't play as bad as that again, but now they're away in San Siro. So I'm going to say 2-1. Napoli, Real Madrid. Napoli are underperforming at the moment. I watched a bit of their match on the weekend and it was a bit drab against Bologna, I think it was. Real Madrid are in a transition, but I think they can still win this, so I'm going to say 2-0. It wouldn't have happened last year, but I think this year it will. PSV are home to Sevilla. Both teams didn't have a great match day one. Sevilla are struggling in the league though, so I think PSV will win this one at home. 2-1. Lens are like towards the bottom of the league in France. But they play nice football, but Arsenal are on a different level at the minute. Just incredible. I'm going to say 3-1. Copenhagen Bayern. I think Copenhagen can keep the score down. I don't think it's going to be these ridiculous scorelines of 4-3-5. That's nonsense. I'm going to say... Oh, I don't know if you're going to let me actually predict. Yeah, it is. So I think I'm going to say... I'm going to be cautious and say 1-0. Trust me. I'm a doctor. I'm not a doctor. Man United Galatasaray. Now, my Turkish fans are going to be like so angry with me if I don't predict a win. But it's Man United at home. How bad can they be? I do think Galatasaray can get a result though. I'm going to say 1-1. Don't burn me in the comments. Antwerp were unlucky to be against a Barcelona team that is wiping the floor with everyone at the second. Shakhtar are in a bit of disarray, unfortunately for them. I do think, well, lots of people are saying that Antwerp can't win this at home. I think they can. I'm going to say 2-1. Atletico de Madrid, Feyenoord. Ooh, tough one. 2-0, 2-1. I think they're about right. I think 2-1 to Atletico. Whose defence hasn't been great recently. Porto, Barcelona. This Porto team are really good. But like I said, Barcelona are just on another level. Sorry. Red Star against Young Boys. It depends, because Red Star played tactics last week of counter-attack, but they can't do that at home. And if they do, it will be a draw. They've got the capacity to win, but this Swiss side are not bad at all. I think it could be a draw because their tactics work better against like stronger opponents like Manchester United, Real Madrid, etc. It doesn't work as well with a team that won't attack as much. Leipzig against Man City. People are saying like it's going to be a walk in the park. I don't think so. I'm going to be controversial, not for the first time, and say it's going to be a draw. I like this Leipzig team at home. I think they've got the capacity to catch Man City out. Newcastle, Paris Saint-Germain. Oh god, so difficult to call this one. Paris Saint-Germain are not the team they were last year. Neither are Newcastle. And they're inexperienced, but they're at home. So, I gotta go crazy and say 1-1. I think I am. And Dortmund against Milan. This Milan side aren't getting the credit they deserve at the second. Dortmund are in a bit of transition this year. Can they win away from home in Germany though? No, I don't think so. 1-1. And then lastly, Celtic against Lazio. Celtic need to get a home victory against someone. Lazio could be the team at the minute. They're not playing well at all domestically. People don't agree with me, but I'm going to say 1-0. Okay. Thank you very much. Let's take a look then at the Europa League. Okay, so I got 53 points, so I did slightly better in this one. Let's have a quick look at the what happened with my league. I'm 23rd. And how many are in the league? 23. Okay, there's more than 23, so that's fine. There are 81. Oh wow, I'm actually doing a lot better at this league than I am the Champions League. Okay, cool, happy with that. I said the following: Karabakh 1, Molde 2. It was actually 1-0 to Karabakh, so I did pretty badly in that 1 point only. Leverkusen I said would beat Häcken 2-0, but they beat them 4-0. This Leverkusen side are challenging for the Bundesliga this year. I'm going to be paying a lot more attention to them. I said 2-1 to Roma, and that's what happened. So I got 6 points. Awesome. Thank you, Roma, for not letting me down. I said Servette would lose at home 2-1 to Slavia, and they lost 2-0, so 4 points. I said Panathinaikos would beat Villarreal 2-1, and they did, but 2-0, so I got 4 points. I said Rennes would beat Maccabi Haifa 2-1, they beat them 3-0, impressive win, 3 points for me. I put my money on Liverpool beating Lask 2-0, it was 3-1 in the end, but I got 8 points for that. Liverpool didn't let me down, thank you. Union Berlin, Saint-Gilloise from Belgium, beating Toulouse 2-1 was my prediction. It was a draw, 1-1, 1 point. Sturm Graz losing at home to Sporting did happen, but not the same scorelines. 2-0 I said, 2-1 it was, 4 points. I got the Atalanta Rakov Czestochowa score correct, 2-0, 6 points to me. I said 2-2 between Rangers and Real Betis. I watched the match. It was very close. It should have been a draw, but Rangers did get the 1-0 win, so no points to me. Oh, darn. I said Sparta would win 2-0. He was way closer, 3-2 against Aris Limassol, so 3 points. I said Brighton would win 3-1. What a shocker. AEK Athens winning away. I said the Greek teams are good this year. I should have trusted my own self, but Brighton have been impressing me so much in the Premier League this year. 3-2 to the Athens team in the end, so no points for me. I predicted a draw between these two absolute giants of the European game, Ajax and Marseille. 2-2 I said, but it was 3-3. How many points did I get? 4. Olympiacos I said would beat Freiburg. Well, there I go with my Greek ideas. Freiburg, this team are doing very well. They have been for a couple of years now. It's actually 3-2 victory to them, so 1 point for me only. And lastly, West Ham, I said would beat Bachka Topola, and they did, but not by the right scoreline, 4 points. Okay, Rakov against Sturm. Oh dear, this is hard. I'm going to go with Quick Instincts, 1-1. Sporting Atalanta, oh god, it doesn't get any easier. Both really good teams. I can see this being a draw as well. Rangers, Aris Limassol. They impressed me in their last game, so I don't think it's going to be 3-0. I think 2-1. Rangers to win. Real Betis, Sparta Praha. I rate this Sparta team. Real Betis are very good though, and at home. 2-1. So this is an Athens team that just beat Brighton, and an Ajax team who had a terrible weekend. Don't want to talk about it now. I'll talk about it in the results video tomorrow. Everyone's saying Ajax to win. I think they're in a bit of a bad situation at the second. I don't see it. 1-0 to the Athens team. Marseille, Brighton. Oh, God, fascinating. Brighton have got a really difficult group, haven't they? Marseille are doing pretty well in the league. I think it'll be an exciting draw. Bachka Topola, Olympiacos. Gotta go for Olympiacos here, surely. Freiburg, West Ham. I'm going to go for a draw. This Freiburg team are going to get through, I think. Häcken, Karabakh. Oh, Häcken have got to try and win this. People are saying draw or Karabakh win. I'm going to say Häcken win. I've seen them a lot this year. I think they're decent. Molde, Leverkusen. I think Leverkusen are going to win big. 3-0. Slavia Praha, Sheriff. Sheriff are not bad. They really did try and get a draw against Roma last week. But it's the second best team in the Czech Republic at home. 2-1. Roma Servette. Servette are not bad, but Roma have got a lot of their key players like Dybala fit and Lukaku is firing, so I'm going to say 2-0 if they play those players in midweek. Maccabi Haifa Panathinaikos. Haifa are very difficult to beat at home. Panathinaikos are good, but I think Haifa will win at home. Villarreal Rennes. Oh, wow. Yeah, 2-0. A 2-all. I like that. Two really good teams. Toulouse Lask. I think Toulouse will win. 2-0. Liverpool Union Saint-Gilloise. Union, having got rid of many of their very best players, going to Anfield, I think it's not going to be great. In fact, I could even say 4. I'm going to say 3. Okay, should we do the same for the Conference League before we finish then? So I didn't do too badly on this predictor either, 53 points. And I'm 9th in the league. Oh wow, and there's over 50 of us. I didn't do too bad at all. Well, you never know what's going to happen in life, do you? Okay, so match day 1. I said Lille to win 2-0. I got that spot on, so 6 points. I said Fenerbahce to beat Nordsjælland 2-1. It was 3-1, so 4 points. Ludogorets to beat Spartak Trnava 2-0. It was 4-0, so 4 points. HJK losing at home to PAOK. They did, but not by the right scoreline. 4 points. Frankfurt to beat Aberdeen 2-0. It was 2-1. Well done, Aberdeen. 4 points. Ferencváros to beat Čukarički 1-0. It was 3-1. Well done, Ferencváros. 3 points for me. I said a draw between Genk and Fiorentina. 1-1, but it was 2-2. 4 points. Totally got this one wrong. I said Zrinski would lose 2-1 at home to Alkmaar. They beat them 4-3, so no points. Also, another one I played my booster on that got completely messed up. I said Aston Villa, who just beat Chelsea in the Premier League, to beat Legia 1-0. They lost 3-2. No points for me, and I wasted my booster. In fact, I haven't played my booster on the other 2 ones. Oops. I have to go back. Lugano, Bodo Glimt 1-0. It was 0-0. 4 points for me. Club Brugge Besiktas 1-0. I got it right. 6 points. Dinamo Zagreb to beat Astana 2-0. It was 5-1. How impressive. 3 points. Victoria Pilsen to beat Balkani 2-1. It was 1-0, so 4 points. Zorya Luhansk to lose to Ghent. It was 1-1, so only 1 point. Maccabi Tel Aviv to draw with Breidablik, who just beat them 3-2. 0 points for me. And lastly, Slovan Bratislava to beat Klasvik 2-1. That was the exact score. 6 points to me. Astana at home, but I think Victoria are a very good team. And I think they'll win 2-1. Besiktas I'm backing this year. So I'm going to say 2-0 against Lugano. Bodo Glimt, not doing very well. Club Brugge, very good team, 3-1. Balkani at home to Zino, after the way they played in the last one, I'm going to really predict hard on that one. A big score. Ghent, Maccabi Tel Aviv, I think Ghent can do it, 2-1. Breidablik, Zorya, Luhansk, could be 1-1. Klasvik, Lille. Lille were wasteful in their last match, but they are good. 2-0. Olimpia Ljubljana, Slovan Bratislava. Quite equal. I'm going to say 1-1. Spartak Trnava, Fenerbahce. 5-0. I'm not going to be that bad. I'm going to say 3. This is tough. Nordsjælland against Ludogorets. Ludogorets started brilliantly. Nordsjælland are a good team. I can't. I'm going to say 1-0. Sit in the fence. Aberdeen against HJK. I think Aberdeen have got enough to win this one. 2-1. PAOK against Frankfurt. People are saying Frankfurt for the win. But I've got my little tip on Greek teams this year. I think I'm going to say 1-1. Čukarički against Genk. I think Genk will win that one. 2-0. Fiorentina, Ferencváros. brave away display from the Hungarians. 2-1. Aston Villa, Surinsky. Yeah, you got to say 3. I'm not putting my booster on you again, though, Aston Villa. And then Alkmaar, Legia. Legia have started better than Alkmaar. Do I dare say an away win for Legia? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. You let me down in the last round, Alkmaar. Who am I going to play my booster on then? I think I'll do it on Fenerbahce. Come on, Fener. And if I go to play my booster on this one as well, who shall I choose? Who's the strongest team? All the strongest teams have got like games against the other strongest team in the group. Except for that one. Let me just do the Champions League one. Okay, and who's going to get the booster here? I'm thinking... I suppose Bayern. No, I don't know. It's a hard one. So many close matches. I think I'm going to go with Barca. Okay, that's it for today's video. Look out for a European results video soon. And don't forget, if you enjoyed the video, click like, do engage with a comment, tell me I'm crazy, I got my results wrong, it's cool, I will listen to all of your words of wisdom. And if you're new to the channel, of course, click subscribe. And I'll see you next week or the week after for match day 3. Take it easy, everyone. Bye 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 bye.